Get comfy, sit your fine ass on that chair. We are ready to roll. Alright, what's up, Scratchy? How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing fine this lovely night. Um, just want to say like a quick introduction about yourself. Like, who is Scratchy Kitt?
Hello, I'm Scratchy. Some people call me Kit. That's why it says Scratchy Kit on my name.
Mm-hmm.
I met Jay and the other members of the Legends server very early on when I first joined on VR chat. And I was a little desky. And they kept me around for some reason, and now here I am.
There you are, the full body femboy Prince of Legends.
Oh yeah.
I gave you
I
like
forgot I
that.
was crowned Femboy Prince.
Yeah, like when I was giving roles, like I think I asked you and you were like either I don't know, but as long as it's purple, I was like I just came up with femboy Prince, so I hope that one was okay because it suits you well. You are the femboy
I
Prince of
mean, was it
Legends.
purple?
Yeah, it was purple. Yeah,
Well then I'm happy.
hell yeah. So like Scratchy, how long have you been in Legends
Mhm.
already?
Oh man, it's got to be about a year and a half now, I think.
Hell, because you're one of the OGs. Let's
It's
go. Hell
it
yeah.
was post COVID,
Mhm.
or no, pre-COVID. It was pre-COVID. It was like shortly before, sometime like I want to say like late 2019, beginning of 2020, somewhere around there.
Late 2019. Legends.
Yeah,
Legends didn't exist
yeah.
until April of 2020.
It was in, right. So it had to have been like late 2020
Yeah,
then.
cause
I don't know.
I
I'm
believe
bad
I met
with
you in June. It was
the
like the
older I
summer.
get,
Yeah.
the more it just turns into a blob of nothing, you know? I think
Yeah.
I was thinking of when I first joined VR chat rather
Okay.
than Legends.
Okay, then that was like that's another question that's, you answered. Hell yeah, you joined as a Desky in 2019.
Yeah, I've been a legend so long that
Hmm.
I correlate it with the same time I get on VR or first got on VR chat, I guess.
And are we like the
Bit of a
first
mix up
are we
there.
like the first VR chat group that or server, I guess, or both that you've been a part of, or is there any more like from the
Well,
very
yeah,
beginning,
I mean,
or was there someone before us?
you guys were, I think, the first person I met was Zero,
Hmm.
or Dad Plays From Home at the time,
Yeah.
and I followed them around, and then I met you and the others later on, and I think you're the first group to kind of keep me around.
Well, I'm glad you chose,
My
to stick
annoying
around.
desktop self.
Yeah, you're
I'm
the
also the one who was one of the first people to mention that you're always in a goddamn hot tub, and it
that
became a
is me.
meme.
Yeah, that is true. It was the Volt Club hot tub. That was my chill spot, and
Yep,
everyone would just gather around after
you're
a
always
long
in
day of just
your
partying and drinking on the dance floor. We just gotta chill
bartender
out and
outfit.
mellow. Yeah, in my bartender outfit, the OG outfit, and you're the OG.
Mhm.
Was it Felix? It was Felix, right?
Yeah, I was in
Yeah,
Felix
you're a
Avatar
Desky
majority of
Felix.
the time early
You're a
on.
Desky
Yeah,
Felix that always crashed every time you join either Volt Club or Void Club, any club really.
I would crash after a short period of time, yeah.
Mm,
I made it for the pictures though, so that's all that mattered.
that's true. Yeah. You made for
I'm
those
in a lot of
pictures,
those early
and now
Volt
you're
Club
on the
photos.
wall. You're on the wall of Club J now. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, and a lot of the time I don't get a time to show up to Legends events and stuff.
Hmm.
And despite that fact, I'm still feel like I belong. I still got a picture on the wall, and that just makes me feel really special. Makes me very happy that you guys keep me around,
Dude, I'm glad to hear
despite
that.
being so busy all the time.
You have no idea how that warms my heart. That makes me feel so good that we make you feel good about being part of this friend group.
Mm.
I'm glad I
Oh
met
yeah.
like it's almost yeah, well, almost like 2 years now of being friends. It's almost
Hmm.
there.
It has to be.
Yeah, man. Um, what got you into VR chat?
Uh,
Like, how
I've
did
always
you?
been interested in VR
Hmm.
chat from early on, because of all the memes and the different things. I think the first thing I ever saw of a VR chat thing was like this guy recorded a video of some anime girl like giving them head pats. And he's like, "This is fucking awesome." And then they spoke in a really deep male voice, and he's like, "You know what? I'm okay with this." And I thought it was like Gmod. I thought it was like a
Yeah.
Gmod video, and I thought it was hilarious. I shared it to a friend, and they're like, "Oh no, that's VR chat." I'm like, "What's VR chat?" And I kind of have. had like a meme relationship with VR chat from that point on, but I never had a computer that could run even desktop version
Mm.
of VR chat. So it wasn't until like late 2019 or so that I first jumped into the craze.
Yeah, like yeah, it's like around
But
the same time for me
I
too.
do
Like
remember
yeah.
the Knuckles memes and stuff back
Mm-hmm.
in like 2016, 2017, but I didn't jump into VR till much later.
Right. Like I think I remember like 2017. I saw the YouTube memes of the Knuckles. I'm like, what the fuck game is this? Oh, it requires a VR headset. Never mind. I don't care.
Yeah,
Because there was like a time
I
where
thought
like
it
I
was
wasn't interested
Gmod.
in like getting a PC or spending all that thousands of dollars just for that. And then fast forward 2-3 years later, here I am, like dropping like almost
Hmm.
3K on my setup just to be here.
Yeah, they say it's like a downward spiral. You start by getting a VR headset, and then you're like, man, it'd be cool to have legs, and then you have legs, and
Hmm.
then it just keeps tumbling from there, and next thing you know, you have like three headsets, four sets of controllers.
Right. 4 base stations for the ultimate tracking.
It's gonna keep going down. I'm not there yet, but I'll be there eventually. I
Hmm.
mean, I already spent way too much money on VR.
Okay, so you started off as a deskie for like a couple of months. When did you make that upgrade to like
Mhm.
a headset?
Oh man, there's pictures of it on the Legend server of when I first got into VR because I remember it was around the same time that Jadakiss made their first world. It was the Jadakiss safe space. It was
Yeah.
around that time. That's when I first got into VR.
OG times. Yeah.
However long ago that was.
That was all
It was
2020.
like it was back when it was only one room. It had a bed, a couple of plushies, and like a mirror, and that's all it had. And he kept adding and adding and
Hmm.
adding and learning more about creations. And well, now look at him. He's got Club J, and that's
Hmm.
fucking awesome.
The man put in that work. He put in those hours of learning,
Hmm.
studying, and it paid off. He might have had like a
Anybody
lot
in the
of
Legend
sleepless
server,
nights, but hey.
anyone in the Legend server could track exactly when I got on VR and got full body just by looking through the VR chat photos section of the
Hmm.
server.
Oh yeah.
Because I there's photos all over of that whole thing.
Hmm. And then like it was like around like the end of summer, maybe fall. You got your headset, but you're like a half body.
Mhm.
Do you remember when you got full body? When the full body upgrade came?
Yeah, that was my that was last year, and I remember because it was a birthday gift. A friend got me
Mm.
full body tracking as a gift, and it was one of the best gifts I ever received.
Dude,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like a year ago, uh, January 7th, a year ago,
Mhm.
is when I got in full body for the first time.
Dope. And you're still here after a year, rocking and wearing it, just same as me, same as the rest of us.
Yep.
I mean, dude, look at this shit. Like how I cannot think of anyone saying like this is
Immersive.
not worth it at all. This is fun. Have
Oh
not
yeah, I
met one
forgot about the
complaint.
other downward spiral. Of course, you always eventually get a yoga ball, so you can like
Yoga bell.
sit in
Mm.
any seat in the
And just
virtual world.
bounce. I just sit on the
There's no unwholesome reasons behind the yoga ball. It
of
is a
course.
very multifaceted tool.
Of course. I just use my bed at like the edge, and it's like a spring. It looks like I'm bouncing a lot, like I'm sitting my ass on a trampoline. It's so springy.
I mean, it works.
It works, so it
It
gives that
works.
people
Whatever
think I'm on a
works.
yoga ball. Like, nope, this is just my springy bed. I don't need a yoga ball for this shit.
Yeah.
I got hops.
How's your back doing on that springy bed, though?
I mean I have like a soft I forgot what the thing is called that you put on top of the mattress, but it's cushiony.
Like a memory
Yeah,
foam?
like a memory. Yeah, foam. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like it's a
Okay,
good
yeah.
strong enough foam.
I was about to say, if it was
It's
like
not it's
just a
not
spring
it's not
mattress and
super
nothing
springy,
else.
but it's just it gives enough spring to give that bounce, that little nice hop
Oh, yeah.
that you see on yoga balls. My back
Mhm.
is in good shape, sometimes.
Right.
So man, let me see what else you got. What's the meaning behind your username? Why Scratchy Kit?
Oh, yeah. So Scratchy comes from like it was like a middle school nickname. I don't know where it exactly came from. I've heard a lot of different stories and where I got it from. Some people say it's because when I was nervous, I'd scratch the back of my head.
Mm,
Other people say meaner things. I'm not sure, but it stuck throughout like middle school and high high school a little bit. People just kept calling me that. And then later on, I think it was actually early on, I had the Kitt part of my name came from like RuneScape. I had a RuneScape account that had Kitt somewhere in it, and people knew me as either Scratchy or they knew me as Kitt. So I'm like, well, just smack them together, and there you go. I'm Scratchy Kitt.
And you've been Scratchy
So now
Kid for
anybody
like,
can find me.
man, how many years have you been Scratchy Kid? Since like high school? Longer
Um,
than that?
I want to say, well, Scratchy has been since like middle school, and I'm
Okay.
24 now, so it's a very long time
Mm-hmm.
ago. At least it feels that way. It's probably. And then the Kit part of my name was even older because it was like RuneScape days when I was like really little, playing on like a crappy Windows XP and playing some RuneScape. So yeah, the name's been around a long time, but them two together, like Scratchy and Kit, I have to say that started shortly before VR chat actually, just so both people could find me on one account.
Yeah. You ever scratch balls? You know, sometimes balls itch. You just gotta, scratch, 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 scratch.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's not how I got my name though, if
Oh.
that's what you're insinuating here, Jay.
I mean, men gotta do what a man's gotta do. Just pubes.
And don't call me just because of my name. Like I might be named Scratchy, but that doesn't mean you got to call me over whenever you need your balls itched.
All
Okay, you
right.
can do that yourself.
Duly noted. I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably forget on purpose. Who knows? Um, shit. What's the next? Uh. Oh yeah. Why choose Legends as your Discord home, if it is your home, unless you have another home?
I got a lot of different servers I
Mhm.
belong to.
Right.
Legends is probably the oldest VR chat server I've been along to. And I used to be very active on it. I'd post pictures all the time. In fact, some of my pictures are actually in Club J, like pictures I've taken. Like one on your VR wedding of you just
Yeah.
surrounded by a bunch of men in their underwear. I
Mm-hmm.
took that photo.
Yep, I remember. You were the best man.
So I used to be very active. I was like a photographer for Legends for a while, I guess you could say. But then I started working, and when I started
Mm-hmm.
working, I was on less, so I'm a little less active. But now that I've had more time and I've got space,
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to get on much more than I used to. So I'll probably be more active on Legends than I used to be.
Yeah, pre-COVID or just actually when COVID was like at its fucking peak when it, just hit like just stay home and just chill and just VR and Discord nonstop.
Oh yeah,
Those are the
yeah,
golden times when
yeah.
we didn't have to
Those
work.
early
We were
days
all
of
furloughed or, laid off.
yeah, those early days of COVID is really like what delved me deep into VR, I think.
Me too. Yeah, I think for the most of us, yeah. Like I do
And
believe
then
like the a spike of, VR chat users instantly increased the moment COVID happened. Like everyone
oh
just
yeah,
logged
I
on
think
and just
that's
did
what.
that nonstop when they weren't going out
Yeah, I
anymore.
noticed like VR chat, the overall like playership just increased when that happened because it's a space where uh, a lot of people kind of miss going out and they
Mm-hmm.
miss going to bars and seeing their friends and drinking, but you can do all that in VR now, and the people are way more attractive. So why not get on VR
Anime
chat?
titties.
Like, yeah, like why not?
Or,
It's like a
or my
perfect
favorite,
alternative.
male glizzies. That's also a new favorite of mine.
Oh yeah.
Zero got me into glizzies. Blame it on him.
Hmm.
Hmm. He's a small glizzy, though.
Zero's my oldest VR chat friend. I met him when he was a small cat, and I saw his
Yep.
journey into VR.
And then you turned in. We all had our own glow up, like around one at a time, as the month end of the year
Mm-hmm.
2020 just. Now look at us, custom Avies, custom full
Mm-hmm.
bodies. I became a veteran user in November. So it doesn't look like it,
Oh
but on the
hell yeah!
website it says that pink color veteran.
Oh hell yeah! That's
Mm.
awesome.
I'm coming for the legend status 2022.
It's
So I
it's
can live up to the
only like
name.
it's only up from here.
Yep, it's
That's what
only
I
more
say.
up.
I think
Hell
I
yeah.
think Legends and Club J are gonna reach new heights.
Oh,
Good
that's what I've been
time.
telling people too, and I'm can't wait to see what this year brings. Cause we're already like I
Mhm.
already acquired like 2 new partnerships that can like just increase more, attention, traffic, and just bring in more people to come to these
Mhm.
events that we host, and just to hang out with us, and we're just memeing in other worlds, hanging out, or just
In the
be active
worlds
in the
and the
server, just post whatever a meme, VR chat pic,
oh yeah,
pop in VC, say hi, that's the goal.
the worlds and the avatars just keep getting upgraded and upgraded.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep looking better and better from here.
Hell yeah, dude.
100% believe that.
Like
Ever
I,
since like first saw Jadakiss' safe space, I knew
mhm.
it was just gonna keep going up from there.
Like you saw, Jadekis as the Michael from Pokemon XD, I think, and then you see him right now, tall, dark, handsome e-boy with the big booty
Oh
jiggle
yeah, most of
physics.
the time anyway.
Yeah. Then you saw me bartender to
Sometimes
to
like
this.
sometimes I see him in some cute girl avatar and he gets away with more
Hmm.
things and he knows he can because the moment you're in a cute avatar you get away with everything. That's the way it works.
It's true.
See, we can bully him all day when he's his like tall dark e-boy or when he's his Pokemon character,
Right.
but the moment he's in a that cute girl avatar, it's like, oh, I gotta be nice now. Like
Do you though?
it's cheating. Genuinely cheating. I mean, no,
It's
technically
still
not.
the same Jade. You could put the
Still
Jade
the
in a
same
female
old
body,
Jade.
but you can't take the Jade out any avatar.
That is true. He's still bullyable, and me and K-Pile excel at bullying Jade.
Didn't K-Pal used to be around and just like arrest him all the time in like a lolly
Yeah,
police
yeah,
avatar?
yeah. Pile is always interested in police work and stuff too, so he knows all the stuff behind it, so he can make it as real as he needs to, just to make it most uncomfortable for everyone.
Hmm. That reminds me, like you mentioned, like you just turned 24, so yeah, happy birthday again. Belated birthday.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Dude.
it was just a couple days
Mhm.
ago
I remember when I
on the
was
7th
24,
of
Scratchy.
January.
I was 24 when I met you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, I'm
How
26
how old are
now.
you now? Oh wow.
Yeah, can you believe
I
it?
guess that's a good way to like our age gap is like a good way to figure out when all this fucking started.
Hmm.
Just look at our ages.
Yeah. I can only go up from there too. That's just that's not never going down. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, that also reminds me, I did help, host and celebrate your birthday at Club J. How'd you like it?
You did. I appreciated that a lot. It was a very fun night. I didn't expect you to make such a thing of it, but
Mhm.
it made me very happy you did. It was a good time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like part of me, like I don't know, I should have like asked this like beforehand if you wanted me like put out like a an event ping to get more people in to let them know, but it was like it was your party, it's like you invite who you want, I
I
wanted you to
think
be
we had the
safer,
perfect amount of
so
people.
I just wanted to make sure about that, yeah.
Yeah, it was the perfect amount of
Hmm.
people. It wasn't like ultra crowded, but it had all the important people there, and that's all that matters. Not that anyone else on Legends isn't important, of course.
Hmm.
But I enjoyed that it wasn't too big,
Well,
but it was still a lot of fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, A lot of familiar faces who I haven't seen in a while popped up. I'm like, hell yeah. Hey, look,
Oh yeah, yeah.
there's Zaire. Haven't seen that man in a long, long time. You didn't.
Oh,
You should have took.
Zaire.
Yeah, you should have took more ass pics of Zaire and post them in your server.
Yeah, I got quite a collection of Zaire's ass pics. At this point, I think it takes up like more than half of my VR chat folder of photos.
Hmm.
It's a real problem, but they pick the right avatars and they dance just in the most adorable way. It's really easy to get a good photos of them.
Hmm.
So I kind of made a habit of it. I got a lot of them now.
Shout out to Zaire. Haven't seen him in a
Oh
while.
hell
You
yeah.
need to come around more often. I miss seeing you. Um.
Well, he'll probably watch this if he knows I'm in it.
Oh yeah.
He'll try to find the most awkward moments to
The clip.
make poke fun at me about it with.
Uh, I'll be sure to like post it in your server and just like add them, be like, ta-da, go at it. Let him,
Oh
Adam,
yeah,
let him
lovely.
at him.
I appreciate that.
But you know who also I miss that we can talk about? Airy, dude. Airy.
uh, Harry the Neko.
Yep. How did you meet Airy?
They were. Oh, I first met them. They were in a adorable. Well, actually, I think the first time I met them, they were in like this really cute cat girl avatar, and they were just all over one of my friends. I believe it was Cushy Babes, and
Oh,
I was like, this
Cushy.
person's
Yeah.
really fun. And they move around. Like Eri uses their whole body to express themselves,
Mhm.
and they do such a good job at it. And I just gravitated toward that. And I guess even though I was a desktop user, they really thought I was fun to be around, and they just kept showing up and showing up. And yeah, I love Eri. We're good friends, and I appreciate them. And we just have this impeccable ability to lift each other up when we're feeling down. And yeah, Eri's great. I love them.
Mhm. And now look at them. They've blown up to a Twitch affiliate sensation just like that. Just from hanging out with
Oh yeah, and
was it Murder Crumpet? That their name?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That and the Gator Lounge
The
and different
Gay
things like
Lounge, yeah.
that really picked up their career. Yeah, I have no doubts they'd reach those heights, and I think they're just gonna keep going up from here because they're one of the most entertaining VR chat mutes I've ever had the pleasure of seeing or
Mhm.
being around or even knowing. And I'm very thankful for them, and I'm proud of everything they've achieved.
Same. I'm proud that, she's doing what she loves to do. And she's, just
Mm,
gaining more and more and more traction with it. The ball just keeps on rolling. It just goes faster and
yeah,
faster. It doesn't stop. I don't see her ever, slowing
yeah,
down
yeah.
anytime soon.
And now
Yeah.
that's it's Legends and Club J's turn to
Mm-hmm.
reach those
It's
heights.
our turn to like have our poster in the fucking New Year's
Yeah.
map next this year. And it's gonna be bigger, way bigger than Gay Lounge poster. I'm gonna make that happen.
Oh, that's a hell of a goal. You
It's not
better
gonna even
make
be a
it.
poster.
I'm gonna be very
It's gonna be a
disappointed
billboard.
if you don't.
Yeah, I still remember like you introduced me to Ari and like it was. I think you told me one time like you put in the good word that like yo Jay the Kid Zero. They're really nice people to hang out with. You should
Mhm.
just yeah. I remember you saying that
Yeah,
like
yeah,
and they
that,
started showing up join off of me for a little bit, join off of us during that whole time they
mhm.
were hanging out with us the most and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Uh, I remember like the first big night that Ari hung out with us and became like really popular, at least among Legends group, was I think it was like a karaoke night or something. Everybody sang horribly, and it was a lot of fun.
I remember. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Ari showed up, and Ari was in their cute little lolly avatar
Hmm.
and was just stealing the show. Everybody's attention just suddenly shifted to them and away from everybody's awful singing. And yeah, that was a fun night. I remember it.
I remember when I
And
was
yeah,
singing
I
or I
introduced
wasn't
her to the
doing
boys.
anything. I remember you told me to come over here. Like, look at Ari. She wants just belly rub her because she was laying
Yeah,
on her back and
just give her
stuff.
some
It's like
pats. Like
okay,
holy hell.
okay. So I ended. That was like the first.
Stop everything you're doing
That was my
and
first
give
meeting
this
in Ari.
little
Just
cat attention.
you just told me to give her the belly rub pats. I'm like, all right, G, I got you. Dilly
Yeah.
dilly dilly dilly.
I was actually a trap because most of the time, if you go for the belly, they like an actual cat, they just
Hmm.
attack the shit out of your hand. But for some
Yeah,
reason, they didn't do that to you. I guess they sensed you were a good person.
I can't
They
remember.
didn't claw the shit out of you like they did Jade.
Oh, Jade, really?
Yeah, I believe they clawed Jade when when they went for the belly. Yeah, I remember that.
Damn. Was it because he's black?
No, I guess
I'm just bullying
obviously
Jade
not.
again. I'm just, but yeah, they
That
would.
says more about you than it does about Jade. Jeez.
Yep. And then the moment I got full body, yeah, I got a lot of more area affection just from it.
Yeah.
Like half body, it was
Very.
cool, but then as soon as she saw like I could do this now,
Oh yeah.
a lot of more cuddles and a lot of more. I remember she what
Oh,
the
oh.
mansion world was that when she like my soul left my body because she just started
Oh, they were dancing real well.
Was it dancing?
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
thought it was just her dry humping me the whole time because that's what it was.
Yeah, it was a lap dance, kind of.
It was
Yeah,
very
Aries very attractive. They're
hmm
good at what they do.
yeah.
Like I said, they're very expressive with their whole body in VR chat, and that's what I think made them so popular to begin with, is because they're willing to just keep going above and beyond to be super expressive. They don't need to speak because they're
Mm.
so good at expressing with their body language and their hands, and it's just yeah.
I
I
remember
appreciate them
exactly.
a lot.
I remember exactly how it went down. Okay, I had my legs like this, just sitting down, just like this, chilling. And then she gets on all her fours, calls slowly over to me. Like I don't know what. If I was in like some kind of dominant power stance, looking like this, I don't know what triggered it. She came over here and started slowly kissing like my legs all the way up to my thighs. I'm like, okay. Like, thank God I don't have phantom sense, because, but I still
Mhm.
like it felt like watching hentai. I don't know. That's when people are like
I
all
think
over me and stuff, and then all of a sudden, it was like, I know dancing is teasing, but this was like a sexual kind of tease.
a long time
Mm.
ago when Zero first got in full body. Actually, it might have just been VR. I'm not sure, but they said, "Oh, I don't have any phantom sense at all. I don't know. It just never happened to me." I'm like, "Oh yeah, let's prove that." And I like started to train it with the way that like people teach you, where the nose is most susceptible, and I moved it from their nose to their neck, and they're like, "Okay, okay, stop, stop! You can't do that to me." So I feel very proud to say I'm one of the first people to make Zero feel some type of phantom sense.
Hell yeah.
That was really funny.
I mean, to be
I
honest,
won't ever let him
I
forget
never
it
had
either.
fan sense, but I did experience, my first pre-cum in VR chat. So thanks a lot, Ari.
uh,
I just
I
felt
bet a lot of people would be jealous
this
out there
cold red
that
spot on like in my inner
Harry
thigh.
gave
I'm
you that
like, that's
first
not supposed to
experiment
be there.
experience.
That's not supposed to. I'm not supposed to feel that right there. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Oops. But yeah, shout out to
A lot
Ari.
of
We
people would be
miss you.
jealous that
We miss
Harry
Ari, and we love and
gave you
appreciate
that first
everything that Ari's
experience.
done. Thank you for the
Yeah,
good
yeah.
memories, Ari. We miss you.
Hmm. Yeah, we're all very proud of you,
Hmm
especially me.
Especially Scratchy. Okay, so my next question on my handy dandy notebook: favorite Legends
Mhm.
event. Do you have any fond memories of any of the events you've been
Ooh,
to? Like it could be multiple.
I guess it wasn't technically a Legends event. It might have been, I'm not sure, but man, that wedding sure was something, wasn't it?
Oh, you're gonna go back
That
to
was
that
probably like your
one.
least favorite. It's probably your least
I
favorite. That
mean,
was
it's like
easily my
half and half.
favorite. That was
It's like I
entertaining
love the meme, but I hate like how it like was so like chaotic. But at the same
how it
time, it
went
went a lot
down.
more smoother than a lot of other future weddings that ended up
Yeah.
happening. So, but a lot
Hmm.
of great fucking memories were made that night. That was still a fun
Yeah,
night,
I
regardless of all
remember
that.
I declared
Mhm.
myself best man, and
Yeah.
nobody fought for the title,
Actually,
and
no.
I got to
Someone did
be
fight.
best man,
Someone
and that
was
was
fighting.
awesome. Oh yeah,
It
well
was
they
Jibbles.
lost,
It was
so
Jibbles. Jibbles fought you, but you won.
Jibbles lost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the first thing that made them lose. I'll
Mhm.
tell you that much. Like,
Yep. And I just
man,
remember like, yeah, I remember like
man, it was,
the whole Legend squad showed up except I
mm,
think Nate, but Nate was away. But like this, like I'm gonna get more into
yeah,
the story because it gets funnier because I could just make fun of Nate
even
later.
Divinity was
Geo.
there.
Yeah, Divinity. Yeah, Divinity was there. I know Jade,
They-
Jibbles, Jadakiss, Zyre and Ari both showed up. I know Angel Wings was there. I think
yeah,
Neon Foxy might have been
yeah.
there. I think so. Uh,
I remember Zyre and Eri showing up. I told them about it, and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll try to make it. We'll try to make it." And I bothered them a little bit, and they finally showed up, and that made me real happy that they were
oh well, I appreciate that
there.
you did that for me, even though I didn't want.
Mhm.
I didn't expect 50 plus people to be in that bitch, dude. Honestly, I did not expect everyone to show up, and then you add another 1,000 to it because fucking Pokelaws was there, streaming it.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
fun. That was the part I was gonna
I was
get
like
to
the
because
first.
every time I mention it, Nate gets pissed off because that's his favorite streamer and he missed the opportunity to meet him.
And he
Fuck
missed
you,
it.
Nate. Yeah.
I was like horrified when that happened, but also very entertained.
Yeah, but I didn't even know. Like, I still don't remember. Like, I have to ask everyone, what was his username on VR chat? Because I didn't recognize him
I
at
don't
all.
remember. I didn't recognize him
But
either.
someone
I
did.
didn't
Someone
know
did
that
at
it
like at the
was.
after party because we went to like Volt Club, just
Mhm.
regular back to drinking, playing some
Yeah.
a set that Tom usually does, and then someone mentioned, bro, I joined because you were there, and I saw like one of my friends was there, and like because Pokelaws was streaming the whole time, bro. I'm
Mhm.
like, who? And then someone actually showed me the clip of it. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta tell everyone. I gotta go tell Padawan.
Yeah. I remember. I didn't know that he was there till like it was like the after party, and I checked Discord, and people were like, "Oh my God, look, we're in a clip." I'm like, "Holy shit, what?" And
Hmm.
I'm upset about it because I was in like a random avatar I found that just happened to be wearing a suit because I needed to be wearing a suit,
Hmm.
and I wasn't in one of my like well-made personal avatars for that. That kind of disappointed me. I'm like, oh, if I'm gonna be seen, I'd want to be seen, you know?
Hmm.
But
I mean,
it's a good thing I was just kind of in the corner anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. I'm like just watching the chaos happen from like your
yeah.
side of the whole event.
Like I never said hi or made contact or conversation with the man. I was just the whole
Yeah,
video was just me at the up there with the vows and just Crumb being the Mimi priest just wedding
yeah.
us.
That's the probably the most fun I had at
That was
any like Legends
that was
function.
like the most memeiest fun thing we've ever done. It was the first one,
Yeah.
honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite
Uh,
part out of all that when I saw the video clip was you had like Jade, Zero. I forgot who the third one was, or maybe it was like Pringles and Jade. I still don't remember who the third
mhm.
one was, but they were in the mad avatars, and then on the other side you had the naked boys that danced on me. That you took that famous
Yep,
pic, and as soon as comes at
I
I now
did.
pronounce you man and wife, husband and wife, kiss. As soon as he said that, they just all just ran in the middle and
Mm-hmm.
started brawling. Like
Yep.
rewatching that shit was hilarious. Like yes.
I have a lot of pictures from that whole thing. It's some of my favorite pictures I've taken on
Mhm.
VRChat in general.
I mean,
Excluded with
your
all of
photo
the
was
Zyre
famous enough.
pics, of
Yep, your
course.
that photo
The
that you
Zyre
took,
pics are
top.
higher than that.
But
But
think about this: that one photo stood out so well that it's been in Club J for like almost a year and a half now, maybe going on two
yeah,
years already.
yeah.
Cause that's just an iconic photo, no matter what, with or without
Mhm.
context. That's just an amazing ass photo. That's in like the lobby area.
It was taken at a perfect time.
Hmm.
Like all of them happened to be perfectly in frame, and you just seemed like you were. It was like a mix of just pure surprise and like you were trying to play it off, is what it looked like, because your arms
Yeah,
were like this.
it's like sure.
I
It's like
remember it.
pose. Fine, I'll pose
I
with
took
y'all.
like
Yeah.
I took like 8 photos of it, but only one of them really stood out, and
Hmm.
that was the one that ended up in
That's the
Club
one.
J for all these years for this year.
Yeah. In my honest opinion, that might be your greatest picture work to date. Like you
Oh
need to
yeah,
get
is it
that
because
shit
you're in
framed.
it?
No, it's just because it's more than just me being in it. It's just what's just everything. Not
Yeah,
just me, but
just the
everything.
pure
The
chaos
background,
of the
just the
photo.
chaos, just like yeah, just like how everyone's just perfectly,
Yeah,
positioned.
maybe I will frame it.
You know, just frame it on
If
your
I do
real
frame it,
wall.
I'll send you a
Yeah.
picture of it.
I would love that. That would be
Maybe see
amazing.
if Displate will do it for me, so it's just a nice big metal frame on my wall.
Yep. Oh, but yeah, I mean, that was a fun event.
Yeah, real good time. Um, I missed a lot of the other like ones when Club J first started to really start rolling with the events. I
Mhm.
had to miss a lot of those because I started working around the same
Mhm.
time.
You
And
work
I'd show up for maybe like 20 minutes at the beginning of these events, and then I'd disappear
because you got work the next morning.
to go work.
Y-
Yeah,
Is it like you work on the
that's why
weekends?
I'm not in the Christmas photo. I
Like do
missed the
you?
Christmas
Oh,
photo because I left early.
but do you like always work on the weekends?
Uh, my schedule jumps around everywhere sometimes, but usually it's like Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday off, and the rest of the days I'm working.
So no
And if I
matter
work the
what.
next
Uh
day, I
huh.
can't stay up too late.
Right. Like
And a
I'm the
lot of
same
these
way
events
too.
are
Like
really late.
I have like work on a Sunday at 6, like 6 to 6, like so on a
Yeah.
Saturday if there's an event, I already have that. Either I have the Sunday already planned off,
Hmm.
or I just can't stick around very long. But I do like
Yeah,
try my best to
it
like
really
make.
sucks not
I
being
do
able
try
to
my
stick
best to
around.
like make or to like kind of convince everyone to like do it on a Friday, so I won't have to suffer
Hmm.
staying up late or suffer by getting off early.
You are the Legends server owner. They should be bowing to your every whim. Or just be like, hey,
Oh,
I'm not gonna be around, so you guys can just freeze in time for a little bit. I'll be
reason
back soon.
time. I wouldn't wanna. I won't want to use
Because
abuse
there
my
is
power for
no
that.
Legends without Jay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I may have been like the one of the founders who eventually got the torch passed to me as it was bestowed to me to like take over as the owner. But yeah, definitely you, Zero. You have Jade, you have
Mhm.
Nate, you have Jibbles, you have a lot of other important names and people that are pretty much the foundation. You guys to me are like
Yeah,
the family and the council. Like it's not just like my decision, but it's like a group discussions decisions. Your voices about how
that's
what we should do, how it should be done. It's more important than what I can think with my puny retarded dumb
that
brain.
might be the sweetest thing you've ever said.
uh,
I appreciate that.
yeah,
You
I
guys are
just
fucking awesome,
like
and
it's
I
like
enjoy every function.
I because I get it all the time. I appreciate being called. You're the reason for legends. Existing. You are the legend. You are Mr. Legend. But legends wouldn't be nothing without y'all. Honestly, I'm just
Oh,
I'm just a J.
you're just one J of the many J's.
hmm I would be, but I'm honored to be called.
And
The one J that rules all the J's. Because I'm a very
that is
unique,
crazy.
a
There's
unique
so
J.
many
I
J's.
didn't think about it. I didn't think about when I made the name. Honestly, like it was gonna be used a lot, but
Yeah. It's just
but
a
it
lot
is.
of people also seem to happen to have J in
Mm,
their name somewhere. Like there's like Sun J, and then
mm.
there's
There was
uh,
Cuddly J.
J to Kiss,
Mhm.
which has J in it as well. Cuddly J, yeah. Uh, there's like Jade Green,
There's Jade Green. He
and there's
did
so
show up,
many
yeah.
J's.
Just collect an army of J's.
Yeah, it's at this point whenever I meet a J in VR chat, I'm like, hey, have you ever heard of Club J? They'd accept you there. They'd they'd accept you with open arms. You should check it out. And
Yeah,
not a lot of them accepted my offer yet, but one of these days there'll be even more J's.
there will be more J's to rule them all. Well, I'm the only one that matters.
You're the one J to rule them all.
Yes,
The rest of them are just J's of power,
they're just
you know.
imposters. They're just mere imitations.
Yeah,
Because no matter
yeah.
how
You went
far
from
they go,
like
no matter
super
how where
humble.
they end up, no matter what success, they will always reflect me.
You just went from humble to like super ego
Yeah.
in the
See,
frame of like
I'll be ego about
2 minutes.
being a J. I will never be ego about being a server owner. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah,
Because I'm a
kind of a
nice
jump
J.
there.
I'm a nice J with a nice cock.
Mhm. All right.
See, I could play both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let me ask you the next question. This is an
Okay.
avatar question. When did you start getting into, did you ever get into, Unity, creating, editing avatars, getting custom avatars?
Well, I am not the best editor in the world. I just do color changes and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll write my name somewhere on avatars. But all of the avatars I use have been created by a bunch of lovely people. And if anybody's ever curious what avatar I'm wearing, or if they want it themselves, they can let me know, and I will give them the creator and who they are, where they can buy it, and where they can support them. Because I do not make any of my avatars. I love them, I edit them,
Mm-hmm.
but they're all made by lovely people. This one's made by Poppy.
Okay.
Uh, they do a lot of like good femboys and like trans avatars, and they're very inclusive about it all. And they're one of the creators I admire most because they're just one of the sweetest people I've ever had the pleasure to speak to in the avatar creation community. But yeah, not a whole lot of creation coming my way. I don't know how to use Blender. I'm a novice at Unity at best. I make things purple.
Purple
That's
nipple.
all I can do.
That's pretty cool, you know.
Because purple's the best color.
Shout out to Poppy for the edits.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the avatars themselves, I make the edits.
Okay. He doesn't do edits. You do the edits. Poppy does the
I do the
that
edits.
avatar.
Poppy
Okay. Gotcha.
created this specific avatar.
Okay, gotcha.
And in the Club J photo, the avatar in that is
Also-
made by Carl S,
Okay.
which is the creator of Artsy VRC's
Mhm.
avatar.
Dope.
Yeah, so like pretty much every avatar I wear has a specific creator that made it, and I just made it purple. That's all I did.
This avatar was made by Wendy's. You ever heard of Wendy's?
Yeah, and it's become like synonymous to you at this point.
Have you like looked up
People see that avatar. They think
Wendy's
you.
avatar portfolio, like the creations, like Wendy's? Have you heard of them?
I have seen. I think so.
But the
I'm
name?
not sure.
You recognize that name though?
Yeah, I've definitely heard the name.
Wendy's nuts go in your mouth.
Okay, you fucked with me hard. Okay, very nice.
Love you,
You're
Scratchy.
kind of a dick. Uh-huh. Oh, love you too. I'm so glad you brought me here to interview me, make me feel special, and then you hit me with a fucking
A
D's nuts joke.
Yep. If it makes you
Yeah.
feel any better,
Uh-huh.
you weren't the first. You're like at
Yeah,
least numbered.
It's my
50th.
fault for being polite. It's my fault for being polite to you to begin with. I should have just been mean right away.
Just right off the bat, right off the gate, just bringing that Jadakiss energy.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. Okay, next question.
Oh, this is one I ask everyone. This is like one of my favorite things to ask because of all the mixed opinions and just what people have to say.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna hit you with this one. Who do you think, in Legends, which members changed the most out of the whole year that you've known them, and which ones have
Changed
stayed the same?
most.
Which ones have constantly stayed
Oh.
the same? Like,
I think you can have been very consistent. You've stayed the same a majority of the
let's
time.
go.
You're always just the same chill person. You're always fun to be around, and I'm always disappointed in you all the time, and that's always gonna be a thing. Like just when I think highly of you, you say something degenerate, and it goes right
And
back
it's-
down.
And I just take it away. I just ruin my chances of making a good first impression or of any kind of like progress or growth. Nope.
Yeah,
You thought.
I'd say you've stayed the most same. The one who changed most probably Jadakiss.
Oh.
Going from like his Pokemon avatar to just going further and further like into different things. I remember the biggest time I've seen him change a lot was one time when I joined him because I haven't seen him in a while. And this was like a period of time where I was doing a lot of traveling and I couldn't get on VR chat as much. But I finally was able to get on VR chat for a little bit and I joined on him and there he was in a girl avatar just dancing on somebody. I'm like, oh, this is what Jade's doing now, huh? I was
Yeah.
very surprised because it was nothing I'd expect him to do. Not that there's anything wrong with it, of course. He can do his thing, but it was very eye-opening just how much he's changed over the years. But at the core, he's still the same, just the nicest person. Like you could say anything to Jade, and majority of the time he'll take it real well. He's one of the chillest people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. But his personality, although it stays the same, like the way he acts and what he gets up to in VR chat is always something new, and he's always changing. And I think it's for the better.
For the better, okay.
I think every time I see him, he's changing for the better.
Now,
He's more fun to be around.
Uh-huh.
He's, I don't want to say chaotic, but every time I see him, he's always up to something new.
Like chaotic neutral chaos,
yeah,
chaotic good.
I'd say he changed a lot.
Okay, so
since the first time I met him.
So you agree he changed for the better? Like it's like
Yeah,
he just
I
gets
think
better
it's
and better. Like he just
it's a good
ages like
thing,
fine
yeah.
wine.
Yeah, he's he's just always more fun to be. He surprises me in more ways every time, and I think that's a good thing.
Now to
Because he's
like
always gonna be entertaining and fun to be around.
now to like follow up with that
Well, I'm
to follow
always
up
gonna
with
bully
this.
him no matter
Yeah.
what.
To follow up with that, like who ages like milk? Like who probably changed for the worse? Who got worser?
Oh God, this is like a question that's gonna get me into trouble. What are you asking this? You
Well, I
trying to
mean,
cause some stuff? You trying to
I
get some
mean,
hate coming
it
my
doesn't
way?
have to be like I'm not asking you
Um,
to like pick someone who's like more
can I give a
toxic all of a
serious
sudden, like
answer and
someone.
a joke answer?
Yeah, but like who's like become a lot more. I guess
Mm.
they just like fell down the VR chat pit of just degeneracy.
Oh, like who became like super degenerate? That's what it was. Not
You know,
like who actually changed for the worse.
well, if someone did change for the worse, I think being like someone who I guess was so wholesome, and then they just started being a horny dog.
Mm. Just more and more degenerate.
Mm.
Okay. Wow.
But if you do have an answer for
I should
someone
have
who's
saved that
changed for
one
the
for Jade,
worse,
actually. You
if
know,
you
I'm
do
just
have
kidding.
someone for that's actually worse, I'd love to hear that one too.
Mm. Uh, like degeneracy wise, man, that's hard. I think everybody sort of became more and more degenerate as time passed. Like with the exception of Sanjay, who's always just memeing around and being funny all
Mm.
the time. But everybody else, I think, has just been really falling down that degen hole. I see more and more members of Legends doing things like ERP or yoga balls and full body. It's that whole mess. I think that everybody kind of changed quite a bit in that way. And I can't think of a specific person though.
Okay. But they
Uh,
changed into me because I've been the same.
like a more serious answer, I've seen lots of people in Legend server just hit their lows and they just hit their ultimate lows, but they eventually got back up.
Hmm.
Like we've had some people with drinking problems and things like that,
Oh
and I
yeah.
think VR chat might have contributed to a lot of that. And it hurts me to see friends go down that pit, but I'm glad to say a majority of them were able to pick right back up and be them old selves again.
Hmm.
So that's my serious answer. I'm not saying any names or anything.
Gotcha.
No.
No worries.
I think anybody who's been around Legends long enough knows different people who've had hard times.
Yeah,
They don't need to be named.
I know definitely a lot of people who've had hard times and they pick themselves back up, including myself.
Mhm.
I know people that left and just never came back because they just couldn't acknowledge the fact that they had a problem, and they never did anything
Mhm.
to like change it. You know what I mean? They just kept
Yeah,
going further and further
we've
down
seen people come
the
and go like
abyss.
that a few times.
Yeah.
It's a real shame.
Mhm.
I hope they're all doing really good now. I hope they've
I hope so.
overcome their issues.
Hope they
And if they
do.
can't come around Legends again, that's okay.
Mhm.
If they need to stay away to be better, then of course we're gonna support that.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Very chill, very cool, very sexy. That last part made no sense. I might not have a word to say.
Yeah, I saw you stretching.
Yep. Okay, so like
All right, next question.
next question is which member from Legends do you miss the most that hasn't been around or have been inactive for
That I
quite a long
miss the
time?
most.
Like someone who used to pop
Man.
around in VR chat or the server a lot, but they just kind of like fell off a little bit or a
Oh,
lot.
Airy. Most definitely
Airy.
Airy. I understand why they're not around much anymore because they got their own thing going on,
Mm.
and I'm very proud of them. But of course, I still miss them. Like any chance to hang out with Airy is an amazing time for me.
Was
And
Airy?
I
Was
don't see
Airy
him
in
around a
Legends?
lot, and I'd love to see him more. Yeah, they were in Legend server for a while,
Oh shit, I didn't
posting
even.
photos and stuff.
Oh,
But
okay.
I
I did
think
not know that.
it became too big. It became too big for them, and they ended up leaving,
Oh,
which is ironic.
I know, because now they have
Because
a server
now
with a
they're real
thousand
big.
people compared to me. I'm like the little fish, and
Yeah,
you're the big
but
shark.
despite the fact that I do miss them being around a lot, I'm 100% understanding with what they're doing, and I'm so supportive of them.
Hmm.
And I understand why they can't be around much. I still see them a lot, or when we can, and that's enough for me. Just any chance to hang out with Aerie is awesome. But other than them, like more like like members of like the closer inner circle of legends.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. There's a lot. Panini. I miss Panini a lot.
Panini, yeah,
Man,
my
it sucks
boy.
not having Panini around. hmm they used to be around all the time. Their sweet Scottish accent.
Hmm. Man sounded
Like I
like a
remember,
old. I remember telling him, dude, you're like 6'5", 6'6". You have the deepest voice I ever seen for like a 16-year-old.
yeah,
What the fuck did they feed you as a kid? What fucking chemicals did they put in their diet?
yeah. Man, Panini had this impeccable ability. Like he'd start. He's always scared about speaking, but when he does speak, he'd gather the attention of like every female in the area. They were like a
Oh
magnet.
yeah.
It was crazy. They'd turn on their mic and they'd speak, and then like they'd be like, "Oh man." I've seen a lot of people simp for Panini, and
Mm.
it's understandable. He's a he's a good friend of mine. I wish he'd hang out more. He's
Yeah.
never around anymore. Man, that'd be really cool to have him around. Uh,
I would always
yeah, I
like
think that
be in
answers your
Panini's
question.
DMs and I'll be like, "Hey Panini," and then you'll go like, "Hey Jay." Then I'll finish the whole sentence with, "Don't you be a meanie."
Yeah, yeah.
I just the little Nas X song, and
I think he
he made
correlates
that
you with that now.
he made a rant like he made that username for Discord and VR chat, and then like a week later that song dropped, and now it's been he's been getting
Yeah.
nonstop references and just being connected to that one song. It's just hilarious just to bring it up to him.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I do miss
I'm sure he
my
loves it.
Panini. I do miss his presence. It was like, Panini's here. What's up? He's like, hello,
Yeah, yeah,
Mr. J.
Panini.
How are you doing? I'm doing good, dog.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. J. I like how they add Mr. to everything when they haven't seen someone in a while.
I know, man.
Oh, hello, Mr. Scratch. I can't do a Scottish accent. I wish I
Uh,
could do a Panini impression,
I wish
because
I can too.
man, yeah, he's a character.
Shout out to Panini. We miss you too, big man. Hope you're doing well out there, wherever you are. Probably
Mhm.
somewhere in Scotland, obviously. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, get your ass on VR more,
Hmm. Or just, when I pop a message, just be like, oh, hey, Mr. J. Long time no talk. You
or
know,
just like message people
just
more often. Damn
mhm.
it.
Messaging and
All
you're
right.
just saying how you doing. It goes a long way, man. And that goes for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, next question is, who do you wish you can get to know more better in Legends, or people that are in the server
Oh
but hang out a
man.
lot in VR chat, like you kind of know them, but like they're kind of like you kind of like treat them like you're imagine like you're at work and they're just like associates, coworkers. You talk to
Yeah.
them and stuff, but you don't really
Um.
know them well after all this time. You know what I mean?
I think Nate's one of those people. Like I've hung out with them a lot and we've joked around a lot, but I don't know them all too well. I don't
Hmm.
think we've had a long conversation. Though granted, it's kind of hard to get a conversation with him sometimes because he's constantly on that grind to meme and joke around. Getting a serious answer out of him is it's like cracking open a coconut. It's gonna be difficult.
Like it appears that way, when the man's enjoying himself, on VR chat. But like
Yeah.
he is like one of the best people to talk to of just about anything, even when
Yeah.
if it's about like
Yeah, he'd be
any philosophical like life shit, just talking about
mm,
anything. I mean, I've had that conversation with him like so many times, just by like saying yo Nate, and I just like say what
yeah.
I want to say.
I think
Mhm.
uh I think he'd be really cool to get to know more. Yeah.
Mhm. I'll definitely put in the
I think he's
word.
the one of the main like legends function people that I just haven't talked to a lot.
I'll
And if we
definitely.
do, it's always like we're constantly like fucking with each other and
Mhm.
being mean to each other.
Hey, that's still a unique friendship bond.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta scratch your homies, no pun intended, balls.
They've had the most name changes of anyone too. Like,
Oh yeah.
damn, they're
Can
hard to
you
keep track
can
of
you name
sometimes.
all
I
of
had
them?
no idea. I remember, wasn't it the first one like Geo?
Yep.
That was their first one? Something
Geo,
like
by the
that?
way.
Yeah, Geo. That's when I first met them, was when they were Geo. I
Mm-hmm.
think I might have met them a little bit before there was a Legends function thing. I remember they asked me about avatars and stuff. Something specifically ones with bulges for some reason. They wanted an avatar with bulges, and I had to help him with his quest for bulged avatars.
He was a
That was
femboy
fun.
back then.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I remember those days. Hmm. And then it was Invalid.
Yep.
Had no idea it was him. I had no idea it was him. Somebody had to tell me. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah. And then it came to a point where,
And then,
after like the second name change, it's like, so is it still Geo? I'm like, bro, you guys can just call me Nate, just to make it easier. Like,
yeah,
I could do that. And then his new
yeah,
one, which is
their
right
names are
now.
hard to keep track of. Yeah, I remember Femboy Geo.
Also, Zero. He also had a couple of name changes.
Yep, Zero. I had a few different name changes over the years. Dad, please come home being the
Yep.
best name he's ever had.
Mm-hmm. Dad, please come home. And then changing it to,
Yeah,
he changed it to Zero.
I
Then
like calling him Dad.
he had Ghost Voices. Then he had Squiggly, Zero Squiggly. Then he changed it back to Natural Light. Then he went back to Zero. He changed it to Natural Light
Yeah.
just to prove a point to someone, but I forgot who it was. I forgot how
Mm.
that story went.
Man, Zero's another one of the people I wish I could see more often, actually.
Yeah, like this past couple weeks, he's been in Mexico just on vacation.
Yeah, vibing.
Mhm. But yeah, he's also, without him, there would be also no Legends. True story, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh, but yeah, I'll definitely put in the good word. I'll just like clip this part or just like timestamp this and be like, yo, Nate, watch this part, please. It's important. That's what I do with, everyone that I ask that question. I think it's important,
Hmm.
make more connections, while we're still here. Before it, all just goes away and it just stops,
Hmm.
So, what else? Oh, thoughts on e-dating.
On e-dating?
Mm-hmm.
Like internet dating?
Yeah, like, only on
I
internet.
think it
You
could
live
work
right
out,
here. They
like-
live either this side of the country or in another completely country. Long
I've
distance.
met some of the sweetest couples on VR chat that are long distance, but the love is still there,
Mm-hmm.
and they still like care so much for each other. I think it could totally work out, especially if you make plans to like meet up and stuff. I think as long as the love is there, distance does not matter. Sure, it might make it harder,
Mm-hmm.
but
But
VR
it's
chat makes that stuff easier, because
right.
it feels like they're there,
Mm-hmm.
even when they're not. And I think they can work out. Like any internet relationship can last. Yeah, especially with VR chat.
Absolutely. Yeah. Have you ever done it? Ever had any experiences with, the e-dating scene?
Man,
Kind.
of course. Like my whole life is the internet growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I've had many I've had RuneScape girlfriends. I've had
Mm-hmm.
there was something called Gaia Online I was into for a while. It was like some type of avatar community from a long time ago. I had girlfriends on that. I had boyfriends on that. um Man, like yeah, it goes way back. On VR chat though, I've had a few relationships here and there, but nothing's really lasted too long.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if I ever did, I would, as long as we both put in the work, it'd work
Yeah.
out, Yeah.
So this is like a question, that I always think about a lot when it comes to, that like at one point, how long do you guys, do eventually decide to meet up after like how many, weeks, months of just like, you get on a headset on VR, or you get on your microphone or in a call on Discord. Like at what point do you decide to, do the meetup and then go back to like, back to normal, this that we have like this kind of.
Yeah.
And then when does it get to the point where like you guys are so serious that you decide, y'all should probably move in together. If if it's real, then it's real. Like, how's that?
Mhm.
How would y'all work that out? Who moves, who joins who, how does it? It is.
Yeah, I
It's
think
the
that
thing about.
that's entirely dependent on the relationship and how they feel. It's between
Hmm.
them. I'm sure it would work out as long as they both put in the effort and want to make it work.
Put in the work, put
I
in the
think for a
effort.
lot of people, it could be real quick. For some people, it's like years before they even decide to make those jumps.
Mm,
It's different for every relationship.
true.
But as long as the love is
Yeah.
there, it'll work.
Love always wins.
Mhm.
And then you cheat with a
I
lolly.
am I am a prime believer that love can conquer a lot of different things because my grandparents met when they were like in high school and they've
Hmm.
been together ever since and they love each other so much to the point to where my grandma can go off just on like a little trip to go visit her family or something and my grandpa will be sulking the whole time just inconsolable missing her. And yeah, that's really sweet and I think true love exists and they found it
Dude,
and everyone else can too.
my grandparents did the same thing like in Mexico. Like they fell
Hmm.
in love in high school, like I think freshman or sophomore. And then they got married
Hmm.
when one of them was a senior, and the other one might have been junior, maybe
Yeah,
younger or something like that, or college. I can't
they've been
remember.
together
They've been
since.
they've been together for like I want to say like over 80 years now.
Yeah, their whole lives.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole lives
that's why I believe
still together. Yeah.
true love does
Mhm.
exist. There's a lot of people think, oh, true love doesn't exist because there's always like hardships or things that get in the way. That comes with the territory. As long as the love is there and you work together and you figure things out, it'll work out.
Mhm. Love is it's not a single player campaign. It's a co-op.
Exactly. It's not like it's going to be completely effortless all the
Mhm.
time.
Now, what if we decide to make love a multiplayer or even a battle royale?
What do you mean by that, huh? You talking like four-way, six-way relationships? Are we talking like a one of those TV shows where everybody dates the same person and they eliminate more different characters as time goes on? Well, what do you mean by that, huh?
I mean, you probably pretty much explained it already.
Yeah, I
Took
think
the
those are
words out of my
bullshit.
mouth.
Those shows are
I
bullshit.
know. I just wanted to bring it up.
I think they're really entertaining though, but I think they're all just bull crap.
You know what's entertaining? Total Drama Island. That was the best show of just like kicking people
Yeah,
off.
it was a perfect parody of it all,
Yes.
of those types of shows.
Uh.
I remember that show. It was pretty good. At least like the first season was good.
Mhm.
I don't think it really held up after that.
Yeah. First season was the one after that. Nah.
Hmm.
Didn't have to do that. Okay, let me
That
see.
was a heavy question.
Yep. I mean, it's about, life, it's about VR, and then you kind of like blend the two together.
Yeah.
Like, do you have like a good balance on IRL with, VR, Discord, internet, socializing?
I mean, I have a healthy relationship with family and different things like
Mm-hmm.
that, and I keep that up. I got work and different things like that that keep me busy in real life, and I don't let it get in the way of my VR chat stuff. I'd say it's a pretty decent balance. I do wish I could be on VR more because all my favorite people are here, but
Yeah.
you know, I think real life comes first, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
those things just need to be done first.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I got a pretty good balance going.
And even if you're busy and during like a break or whatever, you just look at your phone and be like, oh, there's a message. I'll, definitely, reply to
Hmm.
him because that person's,
Yeah,
checking up on me saying, oh, how you doing? Hope you're good.
yeah. I think I kept in contact with a majority of the people, even when I was gone for a couple months traveling. I still kept in contact with a lot of my VR friends, usually through Discord, making sure they're all doing good.
Same. I
At
do the
least I
same
tried my
thing.
best
I
to.
mean,
Yeah.
even if I'm not posting like or not saying, how are you? I'm always putting like some kind of wholesome meme or something just to like be like
Yeah.
just to make someone's day better. That's what I be
I'll
doing
not
a
hear
lot.
from you for like a long time sometimes, and then you randomly send one of those memes,
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh.
I still think about you. Don't think I forgot.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what
I
that means.
guess that's one of the reasons that keeps me around Legends is every time I'm gone a long time and I return, it feels like I haven't been gone at all.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I have that positive impact on you and so many other people's lives when I, do just post like,
Mm.
a cute little, you make my day so much
Yeah,
better,
yeah.
happier anime cute meme that I just randomly find. I'll just be like, I'm gonna just spread love. It's a spread love kind of
Right.
day. I'm gonna make sure I send it to the people that mean the most first.
Hmm.
Yes, that's why you get it like at 9,
I'm at the top of that
6. You
list,
get it at
right?
6 or 7 a.m. your time. That means, yep, you thought about me first.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Mhm. Okay, now going back about the whole finding Nate a femboy avatar. What got you into femboys?
Wow, okay. I guess it's always been kind of there. Like I used to cosplay different like femboy characters. I did like a Felix cosplay
Mm-hmm.
once. I did a Stolfo before. I've always been interested in that. I've always had been in touch with the feminine side, but I'm also very much identify as male and like being a male. So femboy is just like that perfect balance for me of like the best of both worlds, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pansexual. I'm into just about everyone. So as long as there's like some kind of connection there,
Right on.
so it's like works for me.
If it works, it works. Do you have like a favorite like a femboy? Like, is it like someone IRL or someone like or like something on anime?
Like a
Like
person. I'll
is
like
femboy like
okay. I'll,
anime,
I'll
right?
guess I'll go through. I'll start with like anime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, man, Astolfo's top tier. I think they're adorable, and the scenes they're in are great. But Felix is also really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think when it comes to like the fictional anime world, those two are great. Uh, VR chat though, man, there's a lot of like really good femboy creators out there.
Yeah.
One of them, shout out to Sweet Cheeks. I think they're hilarious and they're a really fun one. They stream all the time. I'd love to meet them someday. They're really cool. Artsy was a femboy for a while, but I think they transitioned, and that was kind of like a big moment for all of VR chat though, because I remember seeing just every article about Artsy's transition and how brave they were and stuff like that, and I think that's pretty cool. Um, but personally, I think personally, when it comes to all my friends, my favorite femboy is and always will be Matt. You know, their
Oh,
name used to
Matt
be
Floor,
Floor Matt.
Floor
Matt
Matt.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
bunny.
yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's my favorite. He's my favorite femboy. Always will be. He's been a good friend of mine for years or for a year and a half now. About the same time I've met you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he'd be my favorite femboy all time right there.
I mean, femboy Prince. You know who my favorite is of all time.
Oh hell yeah. You know it, baby.
With the
I was
title like that,
crowned
how can anyone be more powerful, more stronger,
yeah.
more better? Can't top that. You are the server femboy.
Hell yeah.
Kido.
Yeah, I think that's fucking cool as hell.
Hmm.
But I am the femboy of Legends. The others are just
Scratchy
beneath
Kitt.
me.
He was number one.
He was number one.
Um, what's your favorite games you've been playing? Like, do you have an all-time favorite games list? Is there like new games that you got
Ooh,
into
yep.
recently?
All-time favorite. Always will always be my favorite. No matter what happens, no matter how much time passes, New Vegas. Fallout New
Fallout New
Vegas
Vegas.
is my favorite game of all time. I think despite the fact it only had like a year of development and got released early and it was a little buggy and it didn't get to do everything it wanted to do, it still delivered one of the biggest and like most well-written RPG experiences I've
Hmm.
ever had. And I love how you can go into that game several times over and discover something new, something you didn't see
Yeah.
beforehand. There's lots of other games out there that kind of do it, like Skyrim, where you can play Skyrim, you get into it, and the world's open to you and you can do whatever you want. But I feel like Skyrim doesn't add a lot of versatility in who you are. You're no matter what the Dragonborn, and you're no
Mm.
matter what, just like doing the same quests and stuff over and over. But with like New Vegas, your character can be a different person every playthrough. Like, this playthrough, I think I'm gonna be good. I think I'm gonna join the NCR, and I'm just gonna be all about that life. And then the next playthrough, you're like, I feel like being evil. I'm gonna be
Hmm.
Legion, and you can kind of choose your factions there, or you can just be like, fuck you all, I'm gonna kill everyone. You could do that too. It's open to you the moment it happens, and how you build your character also matters on what you can do. And it's just such a versatile and fun game. And
You make a great point now. Like, Fallout New Vegas, you decide your own fate, your own destiny. The choice is yours.
yeah,
Skyrim, it's
and
just you already know what the choice is because you don't have a choice. You're
yeah,
Dragonborn.
it's still a
Mhm.
fantastic game,
So
but
you
I
would
just wish it had more role play element
would you
to it.
pick more Fallout as the best, but that Bethesda series
Like Bethesda
over Elder
property.
Scrolls? Yeah,
Uh, well, New Vegas was made by Obsidian Entertainment,
that wasn't Bethesda.
which is made up of like it was owned by them and they commissioned it, but it was made by Obsidian Entertainment. And
Okay.
Obsidian Entertainment, they're made up of the people who made the original Fallouts, like Black Isle Studios and all that, like just like real old, uh, like they've been making that game for years.
Mm.
Actually, I think I said the name wrong. I don't remember what their old name was at the top of my head. But yeah, they were like the original creators, and Bethesda gave it to them to make one more game, and they made New Vegas. I still think Bethesda's Fallouts are still fun,
Hmm.
but New Vegas is still peak Fallout for me.
That's peak.
Yeah.
Do you have any like favorite mods, like campaign mods, storyline mods that people
Mods
create for for Fallout games?
for said games.
Mm-hmm.
New Vegas did have like this really big mod that was like game sized called I think it was called New California or something like that.
Oh,
That one was really cool. Like it was a whole like new game sized uh DLC, and it was modders that made it.
mm-hmm.
That was really cool.
For like Fallout New Vegas, did you have any favorite DLC?
um, that's kind of a hard one. I think overall probably Old World Blues
Mm-hmm.
because it had like a lot of really clever and funny writing, and it's very quotable. Like there's a character in it that's just a robot. Like a, it's like the company that made all the robots in that DLC is like a direct competitor to another company called Robco, and they had a robot that belonged to Robco, and they programmed it to be obsessed with cleaning mugs because it was the most demeaning activity they could think of. And his name's Muggy, and I remember that character so well because of how hilarious they were. They were just like, "How do you think I'm doing? I'm obsessed with mugs. My whole life is a lie." And shit like that. It's funny to me. It's such clever writing, and it's super funny. Uh, I think it even had some of the writers for like Adult Swim series in there, like Venture Bros. They had Venture Bro writers working on it with them, I think, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was some Venture Bro like references throughout it, and it had a really clever, funny writing. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was another writer in the works for that. But that's probably easily my favorite. But it's kind of tied with Honest Hearts because Honest Hearts has the character of Joshua Graham in it, who's known as the Burn Man, guy who got
Mm-hmm.
covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown off the Grand Canyon and lived. That's the coolest character in fiction for me. And there's like this quote that I'll always remember of his where it's like, I survived because the fire inside me burned much brighter than the fire around me, which is a quote I love. And I find it funny that he means a literal fire that was around him. but somebody took that quote and put it on Tumblr, and a bunch of Tumblr girls were thinking it was like metaphorical, which in a way it is, but they meant a very literal fire. Yeah, good game, good game.
Good game. So, would you like just at the camera, if you can see it in front of you in your beautiful fanboy face, just tell Jade why Fallout 76 will always be better than Skyrim?
76 better than that's not true.
I'm
Skyrim's
kidding.
better, you're right. Fallout 76 sucks.
So, I'm kidding. What I really want to say is New Vegas. Why New Vegas is better than Skyrim?
New Vegas is better than Skyrim. Don't at me.
I'm gonna get you on like to do like a debate against the best game, Skyrim or Fallout.
If you wanna try to start a debate with me, odds are I won't be interested and I won't answer. But if I'm in a good mood, I might, and I will fight you on why New Vegas is better than Skyrim. I guess, even though that's like I love both games so much, and it's not really a leg to stand on. I'd still do it for the fun of it.
Yeah, you can just do it for the fun of it. It'll be a lot of fun just to hear how that goes with you and Jade. The back and forth would be so entertaining. But yeah, for like me, like I grew up like having a love for like multiplayer shooters, and then it developed into fighting games, and then you know in my late high school years, that's when I got into RPGs, and like I think out of all of them, I think RPGs might be my favorite. Do you like RPGs too?
Yeah, I love RPGs. They immerse you into it, and they can make you forget about life for like let you forget about life for a while and just be something else for a bit. And I guess that's sort of the attraction of VR chat as well. You can be someone else, but in this way, it's like a whole new world, and it's perfectly crafted, and you can just do whatever you want. And I think that's really cool.
Like forever, I think I would say.
I also have a relationship with multiplayer stuff too.
Multiplayer?
Like, yeah, I played those. I played Halo a lot back in the day. I played a lot of Call of Duty. Those were that was my life for a while. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like, I play a little bit of both.
Like Call of Duty,
RPGs are my favorite.
Halo, and Gears of War, like my favorite shooter multiplayers. Yeah. And then like for RPG, I want to say like my favorite RPG game that I got into and just like just got so immersed, just dug so deep, and just felt like in this amazing rabbit hole of how I just got so invested with the character, the games, the gameplay, just everything about it, the love for it. It was Borderlands 2.
Oh yeah.
And what even made it more better was the DLC Tiny Tina's. That might be like the best DLC for any game I've ever played in my life.
Is that the one where they were like doing a D&D campaign?
Yes, the D&D campaign. Yes.
I remember that. Yeah.
Tiny Tina's
that was fun.
Assault on Dragon. Was it Dragon's Keep? I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. That was like peak Borderlands 2. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I remember those days. Yeah. I guess I sort of had a relationship with multiplayer games as well. Like, I remember playing Gears. I was awful at it, but I had a lot of fun. Dude. One of my favorite memories comes from Gears. And it was me and Pyle were playing it, and we were playing multiplayer together. And, like, we went up an elevator, and when the elevator reached the top, we just saw, like, just the enemy team obliterate our team. And he just slowly pushes the button again, and we go back down. They didn't notice us. And it was... I always remember that moment because it was like complete silence and shock, and then nothing but laughter when you push the button.
Like, I have Gears 5 downloaded in my PC. I might just load that shit up again and see if I still got it. Because back then when Gears 3 came out, because I want to say Gears 3 was my favorite multiplayer, and then Gears 2 was like my favorite campaign of all time. Me and my buddies from high school, we used to do game battles for Gears 3 competitive multiplayer. We sucked ass, so we never did it again. And Horde mode. Horde mode was so fun too.
Horde mode is so much fun. Yeah. But I remember multiplayer. The only thing I was good at was like if you use the sniper and you blind fired, you can kind of guess where it was gonna hit, and you could just one hit everybody, and everybody really, really got mad at that.
The one shot.
I believe it was like 1 and 2.
No,
1 and 2. Everybody
what people hated the most was the sawed-off shotgun, because it was just a one-hit kill.
Oh, yeah.
It was designed for people who suck at using a Nasher, who don't know how to like fight with a Nasher shotgun.
Yep.
You
didn't even really have to aim it.
Nope.
It was just pop and they were dead.
Yep. If you're close enough, yes. but it does have a
Hmm.
slow ass reload. So if you're lucky, you survive with like a full almost red circle of your life.
Just take
You
cover,
just
reload, and then do it again.
or just like they just chase after that, slow ass shotgun reload and just pop them
Yeah.
real quick. Because I've done
Yeah.
that plenty of times.
Uh,
I was a wall bounce, god at
I
that
think I
game.
played a lot more Halo than I did Gears, though.
Mm.
I played a lot of Halo,
Mm. I played a lot
especially
of
Halo 3 and
Halo
Reach.
Halo 3 and Reach. Yeah,
Yep. I've spent like literally whole days just making the perfect maps I could with Forge
Forge.
and
Yeah.
Reach. One of my favorite, I like basically made a game mode that was kind of like a battle royale almost, where you only get one life. Everybody only gets a pistol. It like starts you off on different ends of like this basically obstacle course, and you had to get into the middle, and that's where all the guns were. So if you get to the middle and you got the guns, you basically won, and last person standing would win. It was like a King of the Hill mode. So I I made my own battle royale back on Reach.
Hell yeah! Like I would download a lot of the driving kind of maps and just race people on warthogs.
Oh yeah, those were
Mm-hmm.
fun.
That's what I used to do on Halo 3 Forged
There's
times.
some there's some maps from like creators from Reach that made and Halo 3 that made their way on VR chat. Like that one world where things are just falling at you and you have to get to the top without getting hit by the falling debris. That was a Halo map before it was on VR chat. I think it's cool that even VR chat has stuff like that on it. Just creators like giving nods to those old Halo 3 and Reach Forge maps.
Ooh. You've been playing the new Halo multiplayer?
Oh my god, I was deep into it, and I even put money in it, and I was having so much fun. And then for some reason, my PC just blocks Xbox servers, and unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
Xbox servers just run everything, even PC for Halo, so I can't play it
Mm.
anymore.
By put money,
So I
do you mean
figured that
like
out.
Battle Pass?
Yep, paid for
Mm-hmm.
Battle Pass. I wanted that dank recon armor.
Oh yeah,
Go
Recon
around as ODST. That'd be cool as hell.
for
And
sure.
I wanted it bad, and I would have grinded for it, but can't play it.
Mm-hmm. Can't play it. It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Good game though. I'm glad that the people are getting love for Halo again.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long time, dude. We've been in a Halo drought for like a long ass time.
Oh yeah.
So,
5 kind of sucked.
oh yeah, most definitely. Favorite animes?
So favorite animes. Ooh. Of all time, my probably one of my favorite animes ever is called Samurai Champloo.
Samurai
It's by the same
Champloo, yeah.
creator who did the same
Cowboy
thing as
Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same person. I liked Samurai Champloo more.
Oh yeah,
It's
me
like
too.
a biggest, most controversial opinion I have because
Honestly,
I
it's
thought that its mix of like using hip hop with Edo period Japan and somehow getting it to work,
yes.
that was cool. I loved the style, I loved the characters, I loved the music. It was up there.
Like the intro and the outro song, because like the
Yeah,
whole
all
it
the
was
music.
produced by Nujabes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. New James, New Bit Chibes, however you pronounce it.
Mm.
Yeah, they did it. I think they were like one of the first like big lo-fi kind of
Mm-hmm.
sound that I could think of. They were doing it for
And it,
years, way
yeah.
back when they first made that game, that anime or did music for it. I think uh, I think he's one of the early pioneers of that big genre. It's one of the bigger genres now, is that lo-fi genre, especially with Joji
Mm-hmm.
doing music for lo-fi and stuff. Yeah, I have great respect for the music in that anime, and the anime itself is also just a work of art.
So that's your number one.
Lately, like for new ones though,
Mhm.
I really like Jobless Reincarnation.
Okay.
Uh, Isekais are very like it's a very broad genre now. So many people have it isekai out, and a lot of them are pretty good. Like, and one of the better ones that a lot of people agree with is Konosuba. It's a really
Konosuba.
good
That's
comedy and
that's my
whatnot.
favorite
But a lot of
isekai.
something people don't know about Konosuba is that it was inspired. it was inspired by Jobless Reincarnation because they had a webcomic then. And the webcomic Jobless Reincarnation is what inspired Konosuba, which became one of the biggest animes of the isekai genre. And the reason why it didn't get an anime adaptation for a long time is because they wanted somebody that was willing to animate the entire story, like multiple seasons tell the story. And that is Jobless Reincarnation. It's got a really good art style, it's got good music, the writing in it's really good, and it's slow paced, but it's not boring. Like, it's an isekai where when he gets sent, like, he dies and ends up in another world. It's one of the first isekais to have that happen, where it's a reincarnation thing rather than just ending up in another world. And when he gets reincarnated, he's not just himself. Like, in Konosuba, he's just himself in another world. Well, in Jobless Reincarnation, he's a whole new person. He has to be a new person, and he has to grow up as a baby and learn and adapt, and it's a nice slow pace. I think the webcomic right now he's like 20 something. In the anime, he's like 7 or 8.
Hmm.
So it's got a long way to go. And I think its slow pace and its storytelling is really up there.
Nice. But yeah, Konosuba might be like my favorite isekai of all time. There was like a time where like on Discord my profile pic was
Mm-hmm. For the longest time
it was Kazuma chilling on Wheezes
perpetrator
on
of
on her
of
breast.
true equality.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's what I always remember him as a protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a perpetrator of true equality.
His penny snatch ability.
Mm-hmm. If you like that and you want to see what inspired it, definitely check out Jobless Reincarnation. It was the inspiration for Konosuba. Don't go into it expecting a comedy though. It's funny, but it also takes itself serious when it needs to.
Right.
So yeah, it's a bit of a darker world, and it really adapts and changes as you watch.
Cool.
It's very wholesome at times too. Yeah.
See, for like the comedy animes, you know, I like Konosuba, I like High School DxD because I'm an ultimate degen, of course, and I also like Prison School. Like I love the story and just the comedy
God,
on those animes. Those are my favorite three when it comes to like comedy wise.
I think didn't the animator for Prison School or the same studio do the new one that's on Netflix? I forget what it's called, but it's like these girls that gamble or something.
Oh yeah.
And gambling
I know
is the
what
whole
you're talking
thing.
about.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
I
I've
think
watched
they're
it.
the same people who did Prison School because it has the same just disgusting animation, and I mean that in a good way. Like the attractive people that they draw can get ugly, and when they get ugly, they get ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I think it fits the comedy really well, where the characters can go from super attractive to just being the ugliest thing you've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good comedies.
And of course, as everyone probably already knows, like if you've seen like a lot of my Discord like profile pictures, if you even see my shirt right now, you could probably guess what my favorite anime of all time is.
What is it? Is it Tokyo Ghoul?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a better more manga. I've read the whole entire manga and I just love the artwork and
I read the manga.
How good it is.
I read parts of the manga before, but I have not seen the anime. I do like the art style a lot.
Definitely, yes. The art style is what dragged me into it. It's what hooked me, and then as the story continued with Kaneki's journey, it did get a lot better and better. Especially the artwork style, especially Tokyo Ghoul Re. Like you can just see how improved, the artwork became over the years. It looks so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the action, drawing scenes, they're like a lot of it is like wallpaper, like profile pic worthy because they look that good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely check out the
definitely some good art there.
definitely read or just look at the art of Tokyo Ghoul Re, the sequel to the original Tokyo Ghoul manga, and watch the show too.
Hmm.
You'll definitely get hooked on the first season. Second and third
Yeah,
seasons,
I'll definitely have to.
like you could watch it, but they don't follow the source material, which is unfortunate. And season four,
Hmm.
it's good, but it's kind of rushed, which kind of sucks, but
With
it's
any
still
luck,
good. Yeah.
it might end up like Full Metal Alchemist, where it went too far off from its original, and then eventually somebody ended up making Brotherhood, which just
Yeah.
followed the exact story. Who knows? Maybe Tokyo Ghoul will get the same treatment someday.
Hopefully one day, yeah. If any anime that deserves it, is that one. But yeah, like
Oh yeah.
if I talk about anime, if I go to like the very first old school stuff that I liked, of course growing up, I was already watching Dragon Ball Z and Naruto,
Oh yeah.
and I also watched as a
Saturday
kid
morning lineups as well.
on Toonami. Yeah, on Toonami I would also watch it was Yu Yu Hakusho a lot.
Oh yep, I remember
Hmm.
that. I watched that a lot when I was little.
Yep, I
It
watched
was
that one.
that followed by like Inuyasha and so
Inuyasha,
forth,
yeah.
so forth.
And yeah, but like old school, other stuff that I
And
kind of
Samurai
like picked
Champloo.
up.
I also watched that on Adult Swim.
That I picked up watching. I started watching a couple years ago, like old school shit. Samurai Champloo, kind of like you did.
Yeah.
I love that one. I watched Berserk. That shit was really good.
Oh, Berserk.
Yep.
Yeah.
What else?
Really depressing to think about now.
Mm-hmm. Shit got real. She got real fucking real in that show.
Hmm.
Just went from 0 to 100 real quick on which episode I'm
And the
talking
author
about.
passed away before even
Mm-hmm.
finishing it.
Yep, I know. I
It's
heard
really
about that.
sad.
Uh, what was the Black Lagoon? Also love that one.
Oh yeah. That
Black
one
Lagoon
was
was
fun.
another old one, and another favorite old one was
Hmm.
Elfen Lied or Elfen Lied. It's the anime that
Oh, I
inspired
loved
Stranger
that.
Things. Yeah,
Hmm. I thought that was really good. I remember that so well. It was a really fucked up but oddly like beautiful anime. I liked that one. I liked
you just get
the
hooked
theme
onto it,
song.
dude.
The theme
Mhm.
song hit hard.
Oh yeah, like I that theme song, like it was sampled in this hip hop song from XXX Tentacion that just damn they bodied that beat. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
I find it funny
Yeah.
just how much music from anime gets sampled
Hmm.
into lots of hip hop. And you hear it
It
and you're like, wait a
works.
minute, I know this.
Hmm.
Because I've heard like a lot of people sample from When They Cry or Higurashi
Hmm.
music from that all the time. I hear that sampled so much and
I
so
hear
much in hip
a
hop
lot of
songs.
anime and a lot of video games got sampled a lot. Like
Yeah.
I know
They're all weebs, a lot of them.
yeah. I know Sonic the Hedgehog theme song got sampled in a Drake song. I know Kingdom Hearts got sampled in a J. Cole song. I know Tokyo Ghoul song got sampled in an Eminem song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I remember that actually. Like, I forget the name of the person who did the Tokyo Ghoul music, but they're also active in the English community too. They do
Mm.
English music as well.
Mhm.
They were upset
They were
of
upset.
like somebody sampling. It was the Tokyo Ghoul opening specifically.
It was Glassy
Somebody like
Sky.
took their song, added a beat to it and
Mhm.
stuff. And he's it was his song. He wrote it.
Yeah.
He was upset about it,
Mhm.
and a lot of people think they get away with it because of like he's from
Because
Japan.
because
Nobody
they
would
didn't do
care, but
any like
he's
sample
active.
clearing,
He's
right?
active in the U.S.
They didn't get the sample
Yeah.
clearance or any like
They,
royalties.
if they, I think they ended up not doing anything about it in the end. They just were like, I found it distasteful, but they liked the song still.
Mhm.
I don't remember what song it was, but I remember that was like a big headline in Japan for a while. It was like, oh, the West stole his music, and it got blown out of proportion.
Mm. They just chopped it up and sampled it and just
Yeah.
just made something over it. Yeah. But yeah, like those are my favorite
And
old schools. I always said like my favorite comedies. I say like the newer ones that I'm into so much right now that I liked.
yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You got my Tokyo Ghoul because I
Oh yeah.
got that Tokyo Ghoul drip. I
Yeah.
love Demon Slayer so fucking much.
Hmm.
I love Attack on Titan, and I really love fucking Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Uh, I find it crazy, just like not only like hip hop artists, but there's a lot of like Hollywood stars and stuff that are just huge weebs, but they hide it.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, Samuel L. Jackson's like, "Fuck it, I like anime."
Hentai 2. I
That
saw.
too. Yeah, he don't care that people know it now, but there was a time where people were ashamed. They mentioned that they liked it. I
Mm-hmm.
think another person that was like really big was like Zac Efron. Really wanted to make a like an adaptation of Death Note because he loved Death Note,
Mm-hmm.
and he was one of the main voices on hating the Netflix series.
I mean, yeah.
And I find that crazy. There's like a lot of actors and stuff out there watching this shit, and they're getting now that it's becoming more mainstream, they're admitting it.
Mm-hmm. You got Scarlett Johansson starring in Ghost in the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Like,
Kanye. You know,
like
Kanye like the song for the music video for Stronger. It completely used the whole entire Akira.
oh, yeah.
It was inspired by Akira,
He's a
like all the
huge
scenes.
fan.
Uh-huh.
He's a huge fan of Akira. He even
Mhm.
owns like the jacket that the main
Yeah.
character wears.
Yep, and you just like
Yeah,
you watch
I
you watch that movie,
remember.
then you watch that music video. It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's Akira,
he's a
just all
huge
over that.
fan. He's such a huge fan of that movie. It's
Mhm.
it's crazy.
It's a good movie to be a fan of. That shit's just that whole theme, like Nia, like cyberpunk, anime, Japanese, just anything has such a big influence on a lot
Yeah.
of shit that's out now. Okay, let me see. Yes. Have you ERP'd yet?
Have I ERP'd yet? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes. The people want to know.
Oh yeah, that's a very important question to ask in this interview, isn't it?
Everyone's been
Uh-huh.
told.
Yes,
Everyone's
I
I've
have.
asked. There you go.
I own full body and I have a yoga ball. What do you think? What? Like, that's a heck of a question to ask in an interview, okay? It's like, yeah, who you fucking lately?
Who's playing with your DPS, Scratchy?
You sexually active? Yeah, that's a hell of a question to ask. Yeah, next question.
Can I? You don't want to go into a little more details? You want to describe,
No, I
play by
don't.
play? Who was your first smash?
If
How big's
anyone
your body
wants to know
count?
more about that stuff, they can talk to my agent Jibbles.
Jibbles is
He'd
your
be the one
agent?
to talk to you about it.
Did you ERP with
No,
Jibbles?
but I do want people to go and talk to him about it anyway. I want people to bother him about it. Stuff.
So wait, was Jibbles
just 'cause
there
I think
when
it's funny.
you ERP with someone?
We don't need to get into that.
Okay, I guess I know my next source to ask now. My next interview.
Next question. Next question.
Next question. Okay.
Jesus.
The next question below that is oh well, pretty much near the end. One of the questions that
Nice.
I usually ask one of the main people that I know can answer it is, are you excited for the meetup? But I know you didn't sign up, but it's chill. We good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I'd even be able to make it because I have work. I'd had to like get the days approved, and then I'd have to get tickets and everything, and
Mhm.
it'd be crazy. I'm not sure if I could make it, but if I can somehow make it, I will. I don't know.
Do you know
When the date gets closer, I'll know
when you
for
know
sure.
do you already know like the date and the location? Like, do you know that
Yeah,
info?
yeah.
Okay.
All that info's on Legends. I know where to find it.
Cool.
When the day gets closer, I'll know for sure. But as of right now, it's like up in the air.
For sure. And if you do decide, you have the J stamp of approval no matter what. Just let Chicky know.
Mhm.
And then I guess that we're at the end, and this is the part where I could say, do you have any questions for me?
Question for you. I
Mhm.
thought this was your interview. Yeah. What's with the uncomfortable question at the end, huh? Asking people if they're
Everyone's
sexually
asked.
active on
Everyone's
VRChat.
everyone.
Yeah.
It's a VR chat,
Everyone has to be
thing.
asked.
It is a VR chat,
Right.
It's just VR chat.
It's a rite of
It's part of
passage.
it. It's just part of it, If you know, you know. Rite of passage.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets this
Right.
question asked because they're in full body. They play VR chat for How long already?
Well, I would have lots of questions for you, but you kind of answered a lot of the the questions you asked me, you'd also kind of answer. So
Mhm.
I don't think I have any questions for you. It was a good conversation, pretty fun interview.
Hell yeah, man. Well, since we've reached the ending, you can I pretty much ask everyone, the final send off questions. Why should people love and care about Scratchy? And then why should people love and care about Legends?
Uh, why you should love and care about me? I don't know. If you meet me and you enjoy my company, if you show that you appreciate me and whatnot, I'll give that back. I always do. Um, yeah, that's just like a person to person thing, though, I guess.
Mhm.
And Legends is awesome, and the people are awesome, and they'll accept you with open arms. And even if you're gonna be gone for a long time, if you have disabilities, if there's something wrong or anything, they're accepting. They're the coolest people I've ever met, and that'll never change. I think, yeah, that's all I have to say
That's
about
all
that.
you have to say. That's perfect. That's amazing. That was actually really well said. Good job, bro. I appreciate that. But I do remember there's actually a thing, two things I forgot. There's a thing where I do with quotes, like I'll ask you, context about a quote you said one time, and then I'll do like
uh,
a roll. Can you guess the roles in the server?
okay,
Okay, so you only have one quote that's been quoted by you so far, and it was by me. It
right.
was the one where you said, "Okay, Jay, watch this. Ready? Blacktivate."
Uh,
You wanna
so I
give a
had an
little?
avatar that I had an avatar that could change pigment. Uh, and I changed pigment and I called it Blacktivate because I thought it was funny.
It was
And it was
so
funny.
funny. It got the attention of Jade because he even stopped what he's doing just to get in Decimo just to question you what you meant by that.
Well, that's probably because I bully him about stuff all the time, especially when I found that monkey plushie in the basketball court. That was very sus, and I'll
That
never
was
let him
us.
forget it.
We'll never
Because all the
forget.
other plushies were in another
No,
room.
you know
Why
what?
was that one there?
You know what we will never forget? His voyeurism when he had his office and he could just spy on
Yep.
people in the private
I'll
rooms.
never let him
Yeah.
forget that he had a camera in the private rooms in his office, and when he was in his office, not only could he watch people fuck, but he had pictures of himself all over the walls, just staring at what he was doing too. So he knew that he had the approval of everyone he cares about, which is himself. I'm kidding. I fucking love Jade.
We all love Jade. Shout out to Jade.
Yeah, I
Bye.
got a bunch of quotes from him on there that are real fun.
Hell
I
yeah.
quoted him recently. Some real interesting stuff.
And now for the fun, gamey,
If you
whamey
want to see
part.
those, the only place you're gonna see them is on the Legends server. Go to that
Mm.
quote channel. You'll see my quotes of Jade. They're
Just,
fun.
just get high, get on
I'd say
edibles,
them,
take some
but
acid, and just like
I think
scroll through
people should
all
just
the
look
quotes.
themselves.
You'll have the best time of your life.
Yep,
Just reading all those
there's
out
some
of
good ones there.
context quotes.
Oh yeah,
Okay, now for the
a
game
lot of my
show.
favorite ones are from
Mhm.
Jade.
Okay, so Scratchy.
Game show.
I'm gonna say, a role from the server, and you're gonna have to guess who has that role. Because a lot of people have a lot of custom roles in that
Oh
server.
God. You know I
You up
don't
for the
pay attention to that shit.
I mean, are you up for the challenge? Like some of them are pretty, easy. You can figure it out just based on
I can
people's
try.
personality and their likings. You know.
I can try, but man, there's a lot of people I don't know in the server too well, and I never pay attention to role names, so it'll be interesting.
Oh, well,
But sure, I'm up for it.
let's do your best. Okay. Who has the role Trap Boner?
Trap owner, that'd be you.
That'd be me. Yeah. You're one for one. Okay. Next one. ERP Johnson.
Well, that's Jade.
That's Jade. Legendary
Yep.
Dad.
Zero.
Zero. Hell yeah. Grim Dark Splurgy.
I don't know that one. I don't think.
That one would belong to Nate.
I was about to say Nate too. I was
Nate.
like gonna guess Nate, but like,
Yep.
should have guessed.
Okay, next couple of ones I'll let you, guess. Okay. So next one.
Man, I'm gonna suck at this.
Palpatine.
Oh, that's Sanjay.
And Sanjay, see? You're on a roll. You're doing well. It's someone when I say someone
Yeah,
who you don't
I'll always
recognize.
remember Sanjay because they made me laugh harder than anyone else when he like walked up to me and he's like, "Let me see you with my special eyes" or something. His eyes just popped out of
Yeah,
his head. I fucking died. That was a good time.
that was a good time. Okay. Bone Daddy.
That's Cuddly J.
No,
No? I imagine because bone, because you know the skeleton.
that was King Tut.
King Tut, that's right. He's the skeleton. Why do I mix those two up so much? Maybe I should get to know them better.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's obviously King Tut. What the fuck? I'm an idiot.
It's okay. Okay, let's see. Who else can I think of that you might or
I
might not
suck at
know?
this game. All right, let's see.
Hey, you got like what, 5 out of 7 correct? That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it only gets worse from here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Deceased Disney star.
I don't know that one.
You
Don't
want
even
to
know where to think for that one.
want to take a guess? Who
I,
looks
I,
like
I
they're
got
a who
nothing
looks like
there.
they're a dead Disney star?
A dead Disney star?
Hmm?
I don't know.
It was Gibbles.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of people
Yeah,
said
I guess that
a lot
kind
of
of
people
makes
said
sense.
that he looks like Cameron Boyce. That's why, and Cameron Boyce is dead. A dead Disney star.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that.
Hmm. That was the context
I just
behind that
know him
role.
as a horror.
True. Okay, let's see. Who else can I
I'm
think
kidding.
of?
I'm kidding.
Uh, um, uh, Spider Pimp.
Spider Pimp?
Mm-hmm.
No idea. I need to pay attention to these roles, apparently.
That one would belong to the coffee addict, also known as Spider Chad.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think.
Femboy Prince. Who does that belong to? Oh, me.
That belongs to you. Like I'm just thinking of these off the spot to see. There was one called Jawbreaker. Who has Jawbreaker?
Jaw Jawbreaker?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Who has the biggest jaw that you've seen?
The biggest jaw? What? What kind of question are you asking? Is
It's
this
like
like
if
in
you
the IRL pictures or something? I don't pay attention to those.
okay, that's Kaya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll give you 2 more. Okay. Who
And a
has
lot of these are references to like IRL pictures and stuff.
some
I think
IRL? Some
people
are
in the
just
VR chat
some of them are
forums.
memes. Some of them are just run on gags that inside jokes that have been going on for like years already.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Who has legendary thought?
Legendary thought.
Hmm.
I have no idea. I need to
Well,
pay attention to these.
once upon a time, you're at a birthday party with a friend who you probably don't speak to anymore. There is an orgy happening in the cake, and I brought this person with me to bear witness that.
Oh, fuck. Who was that? Which?
Mind you,
Mm.
she was a minor, so I did not expect there to be fucking in a cake when I brought a minor to say hi to
Oh
you.
God. Oh jeez, man. I don't know.
Hershey.
Can't think of it. Hershey. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I know Hershey too. I spoke to him a lot. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Okay. Last and final question for the role. Who has Crumb Slut?
Oh gee, I wonder who that is. Huh, man. Who is that? Huh. I don't know. It's too hard. You know, I would say his name, but he'd just want the attention anyway. So I'm just gonna say I don't know.
I don't know either. I wish I knew too.
Fun fact: I also met Crumb. Like before Legends as well. They just happened to end up in Legends at some point. I'm like, holy shit, it's you.
Hmm.
Me and Pyle both met him beforehand.
Small
He
world.
gave Pyle a bunch of cancerous avatars, and that's how I met him.
My favorite one is still his Harry Potter dog humping the broom avatar.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just bye, Scratchy. Thank you for showing.
yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to
Thanks for
talk.
having me on. This was fun.
And buy Club J merch.
Yeah, buy Club J merch or you're a loser.
You heard it here from Scratchy. You don't buy Club J merch, you a loser.
Gotta get that drip.